Hello, welcome to round one. We won the die roll, so it's pretty exciting. And this hand is a keeper. Early Watchful Naga. I don't remember putting Pouncing Cheetah in my deck, but it's there. And Quarry Hauler for the late game. Or I guess Rampaging Hippo for the late game. Just decent curve. Wish we had a 2-drop, so we could, go 2, 3, 4, but still can't complain too much. If my opponent... Ooh, Aerial Guide's very good. So now I can go Watchful Naga, and if they have anything, then Aerial Guide plus Watchful Naga can start getting in and drawing cards. My opponent cycling Riverwinder makes me think that they're more defensive. So, still gonna play the Naga. The one thing I just realized is this deck has almost no removal. It's just kind of blue-green, go up the ladder in terms of curve. Do you have a Braid? Oh, okay. So if my opponent has like some busted rares, I don't really have a way to deal with that. I didn't see any Ambuscades or green cartouches. I think I got one on summon in my sideboard. If I get to hit with this Naga though, I'm in really good shape. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Don't do it. Okay, we get to draw a card. That's really good. So I'm going to play Quarry Hauler this turn. Just uses my mana efficiently. Oh, okay. I'm actually kind of glad that they used Cancel on Quarry Hauler instead of, Quarry Beetle or Rampaging Hippo. Vizier of the Anointed is good. Blocks the Naga quite well. So here I'm going to decide between Aerial Guide or just a Quarry Beetle. Wow! Okay. I don't know how they're casting that. Oh, I guess it's just a single white. But that's really good. Okay, so we have 6 mana, so next turn we can play a Hippo or Cheetah plus Aerial Guide. I think I just want to play Aerial Guide so I can keep drawing cards with the Naga. And then next turn I can land the Hippo and just start smashing in the air. Okay, no planes is good for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana, Shimmer Skull Drake. Definitely puts a damper on the Aerial Guide plan. They should attack with the Vizier. Yeah. I don't know why I tell my opponent what to do. So if my opponent next turn embalms the Angel and exiles my Hippo, that's really bad. Not gonna attack with the Naga. So my opponent's deck already looking way sweeter than mine. I'm just playing some dumb creatures. They're over here embalming Angel of Sanctions for value. So this Hippo, they can't kill just yet. Two, three. Okay, Trial of Knowledge is good. But a pretty big tempo hit from my opponent, unless they have an unsummon, which would just be game over for me. Discarded a Mountain. Probably can't attack. Ugh. Well, my opponent's deck looks great. They're pretty aggressive with their mana, especially if they're trying to cast Oblivion. But okay. Double Aerial Guide is nice. I think I still just want this Hippo though. Because 3-2, like most of my I'm supposed to be the one with the big creatures over here. My opponent's just outclassing me at every step of the way. So we replay the hippo. We don't have any good attacks. Angel of Sanctions, jeez. So I think right now our plan is to just build up a nice board until we can overwhelm. Okay, they have the plane, so that's probably their play. That's really strong. Just exile the hippo. Yeah, I think it's even draw a card. Yep, this card is really hard for us to deal with, that's for sure. Taking 3. Fatal Prowler, not really what we're looking for. I think I just play another aerial guide. Now, if my opponent taps out, I guess I can double block the Angel of Sanctions. And I can play Pouncing Cheetah end of turn for surprise value. But yeah, I think for this game we're pretty much just drawing to overwhelm, or else I think we're dead. And maybe like a land plus Sifter Worm can buy us enough time to get there. But my opponent has 6 cards in hand. So they're winning on board and cards in hand, and they have more lands. And now they can make me discard 2 cards. Wow, my opponent's deck is amazing. Okay, Sand Strangler. Yep, killing the aerial guide. Wow. Okay, this seems really hard to come back from. Just so many 2-for-1s. So I think, yeah, I just need to sign into the most aggressive deck I possibly can. Do I want to double block the Vizier? I don't think that's good. I think I just end of turn Pouncing Cheetah. Okay, so I think I need to cycle this desert. And I don't have any blue cards left in my deck. Oh, I guess the Bong. Yes, Ronus' Last Stand. That is a 5/4. It's pretty big. So I can play that plus Fatal Prowler. It's not horrible. Obviously my opponent's probably just gonna have an unsummon. So still no good attacks. That 3/4 is just such a big body. And we're at 10 and my opponent's gonna make me discard both of my cards. Yep. Get out of here. So, still drawing to overcome. I'm just gonna call it bad overrun. Huh. I guess that means my opponent has another flyer. Or a removal spell next turn, and then I'm just dead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna play this desert because then if I draw a Sifter Worm next turn, I can play it. And my 5/4 snake doesn't have many good attacks. So I have to keep back, chump with my aerial guide, hope to draw Sifter Worm, or my creature's just dead. Reed Stalker, so I can block the 3 and I take 5. Okay, I'll let my opponent do it, but I'm just dead here. Okay, so this matchup looks pretty bad. What is this? Gee, okay. Alright. But they're pretty aggressive with their mana base. So if we can catch them off guard, then we're in a pretty good position. I definitely want Essence Scatter. They have a lot of bombs. See you less tomorrow. Essence Scatter and Unsummon both seem pretty decent. And I'm going to cut a Feral Prowler because it's really bad against their flyers. Sandwalls still seem okay, especially on the play. Aerial Guide still seems good. Overcome, Quarry Beetle, Hippos. I like all the hippos. I guess I'll cut this Pouncing Cheetah and I'm going to put in one more island. But we're going to need a lot of help to win this game. This is the type of hand that could do it though. An early companion into an aerial guide. And I'm going to keep this desert to cycle. Is that right? Or do I just want to play it to maximize my chance of going 2 into 3 into 4? You know, I'm going to play it. I'm not going to win going into a late game against this opponent, and so I just need to make sure that I can hit all of my plays in order. And yeah, so now I have another cycling desert. So we can go companion. Okay, another aerial guide's nice. So we're gonna hit for 3. Untap this, mostly to play around Unquenchable Thirst, and play an aerial guide. This is what our deck's trying to do. See what their best play is. Oh my gosh. Wow. My opponent has some sweet cards. So it can't attack or block unless they have 7 or more cards. So I can hit him for this much and play a Quarry Hauler. No reason in giving my or untapping a land, so hit for 5. My opponent gets to hit me for 5 next turn. Untap companion. Play the Quarry Hauler. Wow. Double mythics. I think Kefnet's a bit worse, but still quite good in this position. They can either hit me for 5 and then pass turn, or play a land and then have the draw card ability up just to block. Looks like they're going with the attack, which is a bit scarier because I'm worried of what they have to play. But yeah, 3 mana 5/5 flying is really strong. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever beating this deck. Yep, killing the aerial guide. Drawing a land. I'm gonna attack with both of these. They both trade. It's going to kill the Quarry Hauler. They take 3 down to 9. I play an Aerial Guide. Then they can just keep Kefnet back. But I'm not going to win just by sitting here, because Kefnet will win them the late game. Yep. I'm going to cycle, because I can still Aerial Guide. Ooh. Untap target land. Man, if I had one more mana, I could do both. And that'd be, I think, a pretty strong play. But here I'm just going to go with Aerial Guide. Maybe next turn I can go with Ronus' Last Stand. So this card has kind of unimpressed me so far. I think if you play it on turn 2, it's very strong, but if you draw it later on, even though it only costs 2, it also costs you your whole next turn. So like if you play it plus like a 5-drop, it effectively costed 9 mana, because it was 2 mana the turn you played it, and then 7 the next turn. So, not too impressed with this card. Kind of wish I had those red cards I saw going around, but I'm glad I tried it out. I guess if my opponent wants to use Kefnet, they have to activate its ability. So we're not necessarily out of this game, but Kefnet into Sand Strangler, and then they're going to go like Plains, Archangel. This little 2-drop is our best rare. Okay. Them passing is pretty nice. I don't think I can attack, right? I'm just gonna get in for 2. It seems quite bad, so I'm gonna play Ronus' Last Stand. And I'm doing this pre-combat because if they counter something, then I can get in for damage. Okay, I want to play Naga Vitalist because it effectively costs 1 mana next turn, but then it can ramp me, and now my opponent's in the weird position of pretty down on board. And if they're just using Kefnet, that's not so bad for me. So they can hit for 5 if they want. But even worse is if they just go land go. Okay. Overcome. Oh, I guess I can't cast it. Ooh, Unsummon's really good. Okay. So we can bounce. This is 7 or more. Okay. We can bounce Kefnet. And what happens if we swing with everything? We bounce and swing with everything. If my opponent blocks here, they take lethal. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. If my opponent blocks here, they take 8. Go to 1, lose their creature. So they have to just chump the snake and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm down with that. Unsummon's very good here. And then if my opponent wants to take a whole turn off to cast Kefnet, they're just dead. Unless they have exactly Magma Spray, but I really can't beat any combat tricks or cards from my opponent. They have a million cards in hand and way better bombs, and they just concede. Okay, game 3. Gotta be a good one. Fear Prowler, Gift of Paradise, Pouncing Cheetahs. Yeah, I think this is still the way I want to build the deck. Alright, I need them to stubble on mana. And I need a better hand than this. Oh wait, I'm on the play. They chose the draw? So this hand actually is pretty decent in the very late game. I have unsummoned to deal with the Archangel. And if I miss lands, I can cycle this Hippo. But I don't have much early pressure. I think I'm still gonna keep. My average 6-card hand won't be much better than this. And the extra card could be pretty relevant if I go late against my opponent. And Sifterworm and Hippo seem quite strong against his deck. Obviously, my ideal hand, especially when he's putting me on the play, would be little creatures plus the bad overrun. Okay, so he kept 2. So I'm going to lead with Forest. I can't imagine myself unsummoning on turn 1. Okay. I think I'm just going to cycle the Hippo here. I need to find early action or lands. Firebrand Archer is good. Okay, there's a land. 3-drop? No. Yeah, this is how we lose. Draw our 5 mana would be good in most other situation cards. And our opponent ramps up with Manolith. And we didn't even draw any of our cycling lands, which would be very good with Quarry Beetle. Yep, okay. So we're gonna play Quarry Beetle for no value. And if we had found a cycling land, that would ramp us into Sifterworm, but just plain lands, you know? It's the way we drew it up. We're gonna play a 5-drop on turn 5 and do nothing else. My opponent probably has cancel up now. There's the aerial guide. Here I'm just gonna play the Quarry Beetle. I'm almost positive it's gonna get countered, but I guess that saves more room for Sifterworm to resolve. Okay. No plays. That's decent for us. Oh no. I think I know what that means. I will block. Okay. That's not a terrible exchange for me. There's the desert. But I can actually 5, 6, 7. So I can play that and Sifterworm next turn. Or I can cycle it. Jace's Defeat. Really? That hits like 3 cards in my deck. I mean, it got there. Wow. That's... I guess they saw both aerial guides both times. So the question now is, do I cycle the desert and hope to hit something better? I don't think so. This does... I think I just lose to a counterspell using this line. Maybe it would have been better to cycle. I guess we'll see. Whoa. What is this? Okay, Riverwinder. Okay, this is very good then. I now have a 7/7. It's gonna gain me a bunch of life. My opponent only has 2 cards in hand. Island on the bottom. Labyrinth Guardian, I guess, is good with Overcome. So next turn, 5/7. So I can play Oasis Ritualist plus Aerial Guide. After that I have Labyrinth Guardian and then Overcome. That seems okay. I also gain 4. Sure. Man, if we pull this one out, I'm gonna be very impressed. It's looking a lot better than I thought it would. That Angel, if they can find it, is gonna be a problem. Please no Angel. Okay, no attacks is nice. Yeah, Oasis Ritualist plus Aerial Guide. And no attacks? Do I not want to attack? Yeah, because Aerial Guide. And then I have Overcome. Okay. And I can just sit back and block these guys one more turn. I don't want to get double blocked. No plays end of turn, please. Okay. So we need to dodge the Angel. Although, I guess if they play it, we still have Unsummon. But I guess then we can't attack with our Sifter Worm. But we can Unsummon at end of turn. Okay. Okay, this is looking pretty good now. So I can attack with both of these. I have Unsummon to protect them. And I can cast the Guardian off the Ritualist. Wow! Okay, we got there. Okay, we have Guardian now. And if things get too bad, we can actually unsummon our own Sifter Worm, because recasting that's pretty sweet. Okay, no plays. They have a lot of lands. I'm like really shaking right now. If I beat this deck, I'm gonna be very happy. Because my deck is not that good. No plays. I think I just go for it here. All my creatures get really big. Very unlikely he has... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. They're at 11. Yeah. I can unsummon if things get bad. And I'm gonna give my Labyrinth Guardian flying. They can double black the Sifter Worm if they want. So that's at least 8 in the air. Are we gonna do this? They have 4 cards in hand. What could they possibly have? Okay. So as it stands, they die. Consign bounces Sifter Worm. Okay. So they can make me discard 2 cards during their turn. But they're taking 8. So I'm still fine with this. Go to 3? Sure. Okay, let's see what they got next turn. Sure, cycle the land. Because they have to deal with this and get rid of the cards in my hand. Playing the Angel won't be enough. Okay, even Wind Guide is fine. Doesn't actually do it. They don't know that though. They attack for 5. Five, 6, 7, so I unsummon this. That might just be game. They have to counter this, and then I get to replay Sifter Worm. Yes! Wow! Okay. Wow, I cannot believe I won that game. Alright, see you guys next round. That really unlikely, but whew.